Okay. I'd like to take you all back in time. Over the last year, I've been doing a lot of research, and I decided to go right back to basics and look at the books that inspired me as a youngster. See, back in the 1970s, there was no internet, and the only way that you could learn magic, Lucy, was if someone was either prepared to teach you, or you were lucky enough to get some good books. I was fortunate. I got some really great books from my library. And over the years, I've been a great collector of magic books, go to auctions and so forth. And look at this. Here's a book I got at a magic auction. I'm holding in my hands an original copy of a 1931 publication of an original text that was first written in German. The original title of the book was called Kartenkunst, which is German for card magic. And it's card conjuring, J.N. Hoffsinser. Dr. Hoffsinser was a famous magician from Vienna, and he was the first superstar of sleight of hand with playing cards. This is a most wonderful book. I'd like to share with you a little bit of the great master's philosophy when it comes to the presentation of sleight of hand card magic. And under the title, Guide to Performance, he writes, and I quote, this card trick, well understood, well studied, and capably executed, causes immense success. But it is absolutely necessary for the artist to be an expert. Otherwise, no results can be expected. Dr. Hoffsinser, 1853. Isn't that interesting? Now, let's just go a little bit further into the book, because I've chosen one of his fine experiments to talk about tonight, a mystery he called Remember and Forget. The inspiration behind this trick, it tells us here, is based on his relationship with a friend of his. And he tells the story right here, which I will read to you verbatim. So see if you find this interesting. It says, this trick owes its existence to a rather peculiar coincidence. At one time, I had a very dear friend, a veritable living jack of hearts. For he had two lovers, a pathological condition. He loved two girls at once with the same passion, inasmuch as the law would not allow him the exception in his case and permit him to have two wives at the same time. He had to choose willy-nilly between the two. I happened to call on him one day just at the psychological moment when he had made his choice. And he said to me, now prove your powers of divination and tell me the name of my chosen one. And he did. And because of that story, he created a trick around this notion of remembering and forgetting. And I thought it'd be interesting to put that to the test now. We've got quite a few men and ladies here, so rather than upset anybody right now, I think if we just limit this experiment to a deck of cards, I think we can have a little bit of fun. All right? Okay, so let's just shuffle these up. And would you like to help? Okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of cards. And Steve, can you take these? And Keith, I'll let you have these as well. Gentlemen, listen carefully. Spread the cards with the faces towards yourself. Now, the minute you do that, as you allow your eyes to gaze over the fan, you're going to see two cards which really appeal to you. Don't think in terms of which one shall I have. Go with your feelings, because it's important that your emotional and psychological memory serve you well at this late stage this evening. If you can find two cards that you can remember easily, great. Have you found two that you like? Splendid. I'll take the rest back. Don't let me see them. Keep them close to you, all right, because this is an intriguing experiment. Hold the cards above your head so that the people next to you, behind you, can also remember the cards. Splendid. Alrighty. Keep your cards face down and watch as they get returned to the pack one at a time. And tell me if this looks fair. You'll notice that a few cards will be separating your cards right now, okay? Splendid. And Steve, watch as I return your two cards to the pack. Does that look fair to you?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Try and be as fair as I can. There we go. And Keith, there's your two, nicely separated.
Yep.
So that's a total of 6 cards, 6 positions in the pack. Now, just like the good doctor 200 years ago, I'd like you right now to make your choice. Choose one, but forget the other. And the easiest way to forget one is to focus on the other, thus remembering and yet forgetting. Sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? But can you do that? Do you have one in mind? I'm going to attempt something quite intriguing. I'm going to try and interpret or intercept your thoughts right now. I've made my choice. What was yours? The ace. Clubs. The ace of clubs, everyone. Keith, you're next. I've made my choice. What was yours?
7 of diamonds.
The 7 of diamonds. And last but by no means least, Steve, do you remember yours?
Yeah.
Watch closely. What was yours?
7 of spades.
7 of spades. Thank you. So with all of your choices, we're left with an interesting dilemma. Hoffs' friend asked him if he could tell him the name of the one he forgot. As I would like to do for you now, allow me to refresh your memories. Ace of diamonds. Keith, Jack of spades. Yeah. And last but by no means least, the 3 of clubs.
No.
No? What was it?
Ace of hearts.
Ace of hearts. You've just proven that what's engraved on your heart is written for all eternity. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.